Well, I'm surprised to find you all still here. Welcome back. It's your old friend, Dusty Tables, back with another story. Can't believe you're still hanging around. Pull you up a chair, piece of ground, whatever you find handy. I'm about to relate to you a story from my youth. Now, you have to understand, I have no supporting evidence, no pictures, no artifacts, just what I'm about to relate to you. But I know it's true because I was there. So you'll have to trust me on this one. Take a couple grains of salt, perhaps, if you want to. That's fine, I understand. 1978, I enlisted in the United States Air Force. Basic training, technical school, and in early 1979, at 18 years old, I found myself in San Bernardino, California, at the old Norton Air Force Base, 1835th EIS. Now, I'm going to have to tell you some military jargon. Try to get it over with quick, keep up. Norton Air Force Base closed down since 91, 92, something like that, I believe. Norton was our PDS, Permanent Duty Station. I was assigned as part of 1835th EIS to the Roadrunner unit. What all that means simply is Permanent Duty Station. That's where you went to relax, refit, train, do whatever you had to do. Most of our time, 9 to 10 months out of the year, was spent TDY. It means temporary duty assignment. We traveled all over the southwestern United States. We got the nickname and the unit patch, Roadrunners, which we were. And so, basically, when we back to PDS, Norton, we didn't do much of anything other than take care of equipment, take care of ourselves, train, do whatever. Left a lot of idle time. Now, those of you who are in the military know that that's not a good idea for young enlisted men or women. If you don't give them something to do, they will find something to do. And it's usually not what you want them to do as a senior NCO or officer. That's where we found ourselves. One afternoon, we were milling about the base and nothing whatsoever to do. And someone got the bright idea that we needed to take a trip to Mexico. Sounded good to me. I was new there, but I was in. So we had no vehicle in which to get to Mexico suitable for the five of us. But we did have something else. That was access to the squadron motor pool where we got our vehicles to go on these trips. And it sounded like a good idea to some of the old timers or short timers, which means that they're about to be out of the Air Force. They didn't care. No, I didn't care. I was new. I was wanting to fit in. Man, let's go. So they basically requisitioned, liberated, pilfered, whatever you want to call it, a crew cab pickup truck from the motor pool in which to make the trip to Tijuana. Now you have to understand, some of us were in uniform. Some of us were ragtag, half in, half out. Man, doesn't matter. But we were in a United States Air Force vehicle, clearly marked. We loaded up and headed to the border. Hit the border south of San Diego, crossed into Tijuana, where we spent an enjoyable afternoon. Partying, drinking too much, whatever we wanted to do. Now, when we hit the border, we were waved right through. No one questioned us. No one wondered, what's an Air Force vehicle doing here? What are people in uniform doing here? Come on through. Yeah, okay, after a couple hours, we headed back. Hit the border again, going northbound back to Purdue. And once again, go home, boys. No problem. We thought no more of it until a couple days later, when things went sideways. You see, we had bragged, quite simply, that's what happens. You run your mouth and you get in trouble. Word got up through the senior NCOs and to the brass. And that didn't end well for anyone, especially us. Quickly, within a day or two, we were summoned to the Lieutenant Colonel, LC, call him colonels, we used to, Colonel's office. Get here, report for duty now. We did. And man, were we in trouble. We didn't realize the trouble that we had caused, but we had. You see, you can't simply take a military vehicle across an international border in uniform. The Lieutenant Colonel was very angry about this. He called it an invasion. I don't think it was quite an invasion. I think that infers you're under arms and basically going there to take over something. But I think it's more accurately called an incursion, which we did. And it didn't end well for us. To say he was angry was an understatement. I'd say livid was more like it. To the point he had froth coming out the sides of his mouth, as did some of the senior NCOs. So, now we had a problem. You don't lie about this. He confronted us with the evidence. You did this. You don't lie. Yes, we did. Yes, sir. No, yes, sir. He confined us to basically house arrest. We had to spend the next day or so in the barracks, and can't go out. Okay, no problem. A day or so later, we're back in his office with a punishment. The problem is, he had a major problem, whether he knew it or not. You see, he couldn't very well, because nothing official had happened. He couldn't punish us officially, couldn't reprimand us officially, couldn't put us in the brig, couldn't take money away without drawing attention to himself, and therefore letting his superiors know that he had such dimwits working under him, like us, that they did something so stupid. So what did he do? Well, all he could do was a form of non-judicial punishment. He assigned us to patrol the outside of the base for a solid week and pick up the garbage and trash that have blown or been thrown along the fence. Okay, fair enough. We basically made a party of that. We loaded up cases of beer in another pickup truck and patrolled the outside of the gate and the fence, and we picked up all the garbage, which fine with us. We had nothing else to do, and there's a big party going on. So, there is that. We actually made an invasion/incursion into Mexico, which we found funny, and we laughed about and bragged about and became legends in the squadron because we had actually made this incursion into Mexico. And there that is. I hope, seriously hope, that some statute of limitations has long since expired, or else I may be in trouble here shortly. I'm praying to God that it doesn't happen. I don't think it will. I miss those times, even though that was wrong. We didn't think it through. We didn't know any better. But I miss those times, and I miss those guys. Hats off to you, and I miss you, Rob, David, Michael T., Sal, each and every one of you. I seriously miss you. I'm going to leave you with that. If you like it, hit the like button. If you really like it, hit the subscribe button. Don't cost you anything. Until next time, Dusty Tables, and we are out.